Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Cool Down.
Cool down. Yes.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. In studio tonight we've got Nick is back. It's actually surprising he's back, even though his team lost. We've got Wonga's back as well. Obviously, Wonga's going to be here because Arsenal are the top four. They've won their game, another game in hand, and we've got Claudio Brero. He's in the FA Cup semi-final. The quadruple is still on, or as he calls it, the treble, because he doesn't believe they'll win all four. He just thinks they'll win three. But I think he's being optimistic there with three. But we'll see what happens. But how are you guys doing this evening?
Yeah, I'm good.
Fantastic, of course.
Doing very well, my side too.
I told you my bubble had to burst at some stage, so Newcastle do what Newcastle do Newcastle things. We could see two losses in a row, so that's it, huh?
Yeah. Nick, can you please tell us where you are, because there's some activity going on behind you?
Yeah, I'm at the XP Arena, proudly brought to you by Goal Lounge. So we are here, so you can see us in the background here. Excited to be up and running. We've got a couple of games happening as we speak. It's just a good time to be alive. Newcastle taking over, and I've got a football arena. It's very cool.
Tell us what you see. So show us what you're seeing in front of you, because I think you showed us before the show started.
You might have to say hello to Savannah here.
We don't mind.
Savannah, you're gonna have to say hello here. So there's a big screen there. There's
Savannah.
There.
Savannah.
What up, Savannah?
You got the Goal Lounge logo there next to my big screen. And then I'll start with that.
Yes, Savannah. Nice. Love it.
Oh, wrong side.
Guys, if you don't know what Savannah's wearing, one of the Goal Lounge TV t-shirts, guys. Don't forget, you can get that on the website and join the club, guys.
100%.
And go to xparena.co.za to register your team. You can register any day of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and pick a league. I think Goalloungetv will have a team on a Monday. So if you're looking to have some bragging rights against us on a Monday evening, join the Monday league. I think we're going to be kicking it back on the Monday. Wonga's going to be hitting some top bins there. Nick is going to be, doing some things in the goals there, maybe, or in the field. I don't know what he's going to do. He might do a sweeper keeper. He might be a Manuel Neuer. Claudio, I've seen some of his skills recently. There's good and bad. A bit of a Bobby Firmino on the field.
I don't know. If anyone else said I was a bit of a Bobby Firmino, I'd take it as a compliment. Coming from Selo, I'm not so sure I should take it.
It could be worse. I could be saying you're a Trent, Claudio. I know you don't like that.
Hey.
Yeah. No, but that's all good. No, let's get into it tonight, guys. We're gonna start off with the Champions League draw that took place on last week Friday. As you know, Liverpool versus Benfica, Bayern Munich versus Villarreal, Man City versus Atletico Madrid, and then Chelsea versus Real Madrid. What do you guys think of the draw, Claudio? Your team is still in the Champions League, so let's get your thoughts first.
Yeah, look, Silo, we spoke about it. I think Wonga, yourself, and me on, when was it, last week Thursday, we said the likelihood of UEFA pulling some strings to make sure that the big teams avoid each other will happen, and they did. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, Man City have avoided each other. The likelihood of a Liverpool Man City final, I think it's on the cards, personally speaking.
Yeah.
I think the draw was very kind to Liverpool. Benfica, obviously, everyone's writing them off from the get-go, which means they are somewhat of a dark horse. I mean, don't underestimate them. I mean, or should I say underestimate them at your own peril, I suppose, because they got a banging Uruguayan striker who's highly rated by Luis Suarez at the moment doing the business. But yeah, Liverpool should walk through there. I think the most tantalising sort of fixture is the Real Madrid-Chelsea one. Am I correct in saying that, gentlemen?
Yeah,
that's correct. So.
Yeah,
last year's semi-final.
Yeah, and the two best teams have been separated until the final. So you could see a Liverpool-Man City final in the end, which is quite interesting. I think Chelsea will play Man City in the next round, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, sure.
if they get to Real Madrid.
The winner of the Atletico Man City game will play the winner of the Chelsea and Real Madrid game.
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be an interesting one. I think, we've got Man City and Liverpool facing off on all sort of fronts. I mean, Man City can win the treble as things stands. Liverpool are in for the quadruple. So it's going to be interesting this next month for Liverpool in particular. I mean, they're going to play Benfica, they're going to play Man City for the league, then they're going to play Benfica again, then they're going to play Man City for the FA Cup, and then they're going to play Man United and Everton. So all this talk about quadruple and trebles and all of that, it depends on how this pretty much shapes up. It's going to be an interesting month for Liverpool.
The month of April is the one that's going to separate the boys from the men. You know what I mean? I think obviously both teams, Man City and Liverpool, are chasing trebles or Liverpool's chasing a quadruple. So let's see what happens. But I think for the first time as well is that Liverpool have a good strong squad, which does help them in terms of going forward.
But I mean, for me, it's what up? I see Ryan. What up, Ryan? You good?
How's it, Ryan?
Love the
consistency.
For me,
love the consistency, Ryan.
Yeah, loving
definitely.
it. Ryan needs to be getting Ryan, if you keep up another 10 more consecutive appearances, we might get you a Goallounge shirt. What are you sitting on now? 3, I think it is. Is he on 3, Wonga?
Funny enough, it's 3. Yeah, funny enough, when I used to go coaching, I always used to have chats with him about soccer stuff. Always soccer and obviously PlayStation, Xbox.
Yes.
We used to chat to him mostly about it.
Is he a Real Madrid supporter? Why are you saying that?
Yes, he is. He's a real supporter. You
got a beating this weekend. You got a beating.
But look at that. Ryan's made 3 appearances. He's counting his appearances. He's counted his appearances there.
Yeah, it was a 4-0.
So, but it's funny.
Guys Wonga?
No, I'm saying with the draw, I'm saying it's funny that I mean we said last week that the 2 teams that were going to get a sure exit was Benfica and Villarreal, and looking at this, they couldn't have. I mean, they could have given them Man City or Chelsea, but it looks
they could have played each other.
Yeah, they could have played each other, and that's what for me. I mean, I know people might say, "Oh no," but they could have played other teams. But look, the teams they've got, they're definitely out. I mean, was Benfica, Liverpool. I mean, they could have Benfica, Chelsea, or you get what I'm saying. But yeah, it's funny enough that it actually turned out the way that we said it was. But it is what it is.
So can I ask you guys just quickly, guys? Just let me know what you guys think in terms of who do you think is going to be the Champions League final? So don't forget as well, what I said is that the winner of Chelsea versus Real Madrid will play the winner of Man City versus Atletico Madrid. The winner of Bayern versus Villarreal will play the winner of Benfica and Liverpool. So who's your 2 finalists? Wonga, let's start with you.
You said the winner of Man City and Atletico play who?
Chelsea and Real Madrid. Chelsea and Real Madrid.
Oh, I see. Okay, no, I actually see it. Yeah, I think the final will be big upset. Nah, I think it'll be a Man City and a Liverpool. Yeah, I think it'll be a Man City and a Liverpool.
Man City, Liverpool. Okay, Claudio.
Look, we're not saying we're assuming that Man City are going to go all the way here, but I mean, Atletico Madrid's going to be a testy sort of a troublesome opponent if we think about it for a side that doesn't have a striker. We know what Atletico Madrid are going to do, and the fact that the first game is being played at the Etihad, second game in Madrid, I think let's not write off Atletico Madrid just yet. If we're thinking about, we're considering what Pep Guardiola, what's Diego Simeone said about Cristiano Ronaldo. Could you imagine what he's thinking about Pep Guardiola trying to get one over him? So I'm just trying to think that there could be a possible upset there. Will it happen? Not so sure, but just watch out for that one. But yeah, I think the likelihood, I'm still gut feeling saying it's a Man City Liverpool final. I don't know what you think, Nick.
Okay. That's cool. Nick, what do you think? Your mic, Nick.
So I think if I'm honest with you guys, I don't see another final other than Man City and Liverpool. They're the 2 best teams in the world right now. And although Claudio, you're right to say that you can't write off an Atletico. You can't write off any team in the last 8 of the Champions League because they're there for a reason. I mean, no one said Chelsea would win the Champions League, and they ended up doing it. So
100%.
I would say the three favorites right now, if I'm very honest with you, would be, actually, let me make it four. I would say City, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, and Chelsea. I think Chelsea can get to a final. Easy. I mean, Chelsea were class in that game against Liverpool in the final of the Carabao Cup. Obviously they had a couple of goals disallowed, and rightly so, Liverpool won the game. But at the end of the day, they're still a powerhouse in world football. And I just have a sneaky suspicion that it will be Liverpool and Man City. But if Chelsea can beat Real Madrid, they can beat City, and they can find themselves in a final again. But I don't see anyone stopping Liverpool and Man City right now.
Yeah, I think the final, guys, I'm going against the grain here. It's going to be a Man City Bayern Munich final.
Hey, this is typical Man United fan, just throwing that in.
It's not.
Why? Tell me why. No, explain it to me why. Tell me why. Speak your wisdom. Speak your wisdom.
I'll tell him.
I was really impressed. I was really impressed with the way Bayern, came out in the second day against RB. What's this? RB. What's this one? Salzburg. Obviously, yes, it's a lesser team, but that first half they had intent. The tactics, they adjust the tactics accordingly. Liverpool wasn't really that great in terms of against Inter Milan. They weren't convincing against Inter Milan. They got the job done against Inter Milan. Inter Milan in that first half, in the first leg, were the better team, but they didn't take the chances. And what happened? Liverpool took their chances.
The fact that Liverpool weren't good and they still did away with Inter Milan should be even more of a case that it should be in Liverpool's favor. That they don't have to be good on the day and then they'll still get the result.
There's no therefore in football.
But you're going back to that now, and you're saying because of that performance, now that's a key indicator as to why Bayern Munich can get one over. You also got to compare the two managers, Nagelsmann versus Jurgen Klopp. Experience.
Yeah, I say Bayern. I back Bayern.
Wonga, you buying this? I know he's backing Bayern, but are you buying this right now?
What's wrong, guys? I touched the nerve. It's okay. I understand his team's not in the final. It's okay.
No, you're being typical United fan. You admit that this is a biased United comment.
Claudio, listen. I said that you guys would draw against Forrest. What happened? You guys beat Forrest 1-0. My predictions, I'm looking at the two teams against each other, and I'm making a prediction. I made a prediction.
You said they would draw against Forest, and they didn't, so you were wrong.
They didn't. Yes, but you guys didn't beat them convincingly. You said it would be a convincing
But they beat them. You said draw, and they beat them, so you were wrong.
But you said it was going to be convincing.
Was he right or wrong?
You were wrong.
Was he right or wrong? Guys, wait on this.
You were wrong.
What was I wrong? I said they would win.
Convincing. Come on.
I said they would win. You said they would draw. So who was right? It doesn't say... Wonga, you're the betting man. Wonga, you're the betting man here.
Wonga,
when you put a bet slip down and you put a bet for a win, are you right or you're wrong? If the bet's a win, doesn't matter about the score.
Look, even Rice says I've got a point. Right,
you're right.
I knew number one supporter says I got a point. Come on, man.
Ryan, remember. But Ryan has to have at least 15 more consecutive appearances. It was 10, but at least 15 more now because of this comment.
But just because the host has got a point. Come on, lad. Come on. But
look, Nick's saying hello to his fans there. Can everyone
he's saying hello to his fans. The king of
the
north.
Trying to make sure there's service in this place, guys. Come on, man.
That's good. We must actually go for a dope. Are you open on a Friday?
No, Nick needs to organize the team build and he needs to set the dates and we will rock up. It's on Nick.
Let's go on Friday.
Yeah, we'll chat in our Discord channel. By the way, if you haven't joined our Discord channel yet, if you haven't joined our Discord channel, Claudia, you see what I did there, bro? I think you can see it in the link and it might come up on the screen. So make sure you join our Discord channel. Chat about football banter, transfer news, all the nonsense.
Yeah, Ryan, you must come join the Discord channel there. I don't know if you're there. Ryan's not there. You must come join.
I think Nick is delaying the inevitable, guys. I think I should. Let's just go into it, guys. Let's just go into it.
Straight. Yeah.
Let's just go into it. Nick is trying to avoid the inevitable. Newcastle United, 2 losses on the bounce now. after winning what six games, six
Yeah,
games.
well, we
on the trot.
we were nine unbeaten, so it was a bit of a
Nine
tough one to
unbeaten,
take.
and of that
Yeah.
9, I think you won 7 of the 9 and drew 2, and then now you've lost against Chelsea, wrongfully so, and then now you've lost to Everton. In the 101st minute, I think it was.
Yeah, that was it. I think it was, for me, it was a bit of a tough one to take, simply because we were all over them in the first half and should have put the game to bed. And if I'm honest with you, if we had a Callum Wilson on the pitch, more than likely that game would have been dead and buried. And Everton were very, very, very poor. And unfortunately for us, you know, I revived the Newcastle Supporters Club here at the arena. We got a few guys here to watch the game. All excited because
it's the official. Is that going to be the official base for South's Newcastle Club?
Guys, and what a coincidence that the XP Arena and the Goal Lounge TV logo are all black and white, guys. Is that a coincidence or what, guys?
That's definitely intentional. It's
Yeah?
definitely
Is that
intentional.
intentional?
So don't even
Intentional.
pretend like it's a
Give me a
coincidence. It's
second.
intentional.
I'm coming now. I need to get a ball. Just give me a second.
He's got people asking him to sign jerseys and things. That's what's going on. King of the North has
What's
people
happening,
there.
guys? What's happening, guys? Is Dinosaur Arms now? What's happening, guys?
Let's
You know
see.
what I mean?
He should have had a substitute in place. He should have got someone else there. Call that lady there. She must come and speak about football here.
He should have gone Rich or someone, whoever to like.
Yeah. We'll work on it. It's the first time he's doing this. It's the first time. Yes, Wonga.
But looking at Newcastle, I mean, I don't think if Nick shouldn't feel too bad about it. Like you said, 9 games on the run, and you lose 1. You're losing 2. I mean, 1 against Chelsea. Chelsea's probably a keep, and the way they lost against Chelsea, and even the way they lost against Everton, completely dominating the game. And that happens, you know. I mean, even with the best teams, you sometimes dominate. It happens. I mean, less now with the teams that are winning leagues. But yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to interrupt Newcastle that much. I think this is just part and parcel of a team that's doing well. And I think probably next game they might end up with the win. But I definitely don't. The way they're playing, it's the way they're playing for me that's good. And I think that's why you probably see them winning the next game. So I wouldn't worry too much as if a Newcastle fan. I think that that relegation zone is it's away from them now.
Yeah, and
it's only how up can they get.
I think the most important thing for Newcastle, right? I think is, as you said, Wonga, is the way they play in the losses. They're not like being like torn apart when they lose. They lost 1-0 to Chelsea. They lost 1-0 to Everton, and also against Everton they lost in the dying seconds. You know, where I think that Goodison Park atmosphere helped Everton to get that goal. But before that, you know, I mean, I think they, as you said, Nick, earlier, is that you guys dominated the game. You should have won the game in the first half, but you weren't clinical. You know, Woody isn't firing as you probably would have wanted, but I think also it's a different profile of a striker to a Wilson.
Yeah, I think for me, what was so sort of gut wrenching is the fact that we were so in control, and then the red card happens, and it's almost harder to play against 10 men at times, especially when we lack the quality that the big teams have. And Everton defended well, and they had one chance, and I can't believe it happened. It was unbelievable. You couldn't have written it, because the red card was also a little bit of a hot topic, whether or not it was a red card.
What about the protestation there?
Yeah, there was a protest, and it was crazy, bro. It was a crazy game. But in my opinion, you know, we should have put the game to bed, taken our chances. But yeah, we sit here with a loss. It would have been nice to beat them also, because it puts a little bit of daylight between us and them. But we'll regroup. I think Spurs are a beatable team. You never know what you're going to get with them. And take it from there.
No, that's true. And then just in terms of Everton's prospects, guys, what do you think in terms of them going forward? You know, yes, they beat Newcastle in the last Premier League game, but then they went on to lose to Palace, which we said they have no right to be in the FA Cup anymore. And they were going to beaten. Wonga predicted 4-1. I predicted 3-1. But what do you think of Everton's prospects going forward? And Leeds United also won their Premier League game on Friday. So what do you think? I think it's heating up at the end of the log there.
Yeah, I think looking at it.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think looking at it, it's No, I think Everton will make it out in the end. I don't see them. I think the guys sitting there now are the guys like we said. I think those are the guys that are going to get relegated. I mean, Everton also have 2 games in hand, and I don't know how they look at it, but I think thank goodness that they're actually out the FA Cup now, that they can just focus on the league. So looking at this, I see them making it, and even Leeds with the win as well. The way they've fought back, I don't see them getting into that thing as well. And also Brentford looks like they're starting to turn things the other way around, because they were falling quick. But yeah, that's what I think.
Claudia, what do you or Nick?
Jason.
Everton have a terrible run of games coming up. So, you know,
oh yes,
beating Newcastle, great, but they just got smashed 4-0 against Palace, who's sort of in that middle bracket. You know, like Newcastle aren't far away from Palace at the moment. We're like 1 or 2 points away, so they shouldn't be getting smashed 4-0 in the first place. But now, you know, that's a knock of the confidence. They got to go. I don't know who they're playing next, Claudio. You can maybe.
No, they're playing West Ham and then Burnley.
But then I think later on they've got a mad run of tough games.
Yeah, then they've got United, then they've got Leicester City, then they've got Liverpool, then they've got Chelsea, then they've got City, then they've got Leicester City again.
You see, you got.
But even Watford have the same.
Yeah, and West Ham lost their last game, so they're going to want to fix that quickly before they play their quarterfinal Europa League game against, if I'm not mistaken, who are they playing? They got a big team, don't they?
Who's this? West Ham?
Yeah, doesn't matter.
But
they're going to want to.
Rich knows probably, yeah.
They're gonna want to fix that quickly, and then you're playing against a Burnley who probably looks at that game as a must win. They're gonna have to win that game. So I agree. I tend to agree with Wonga. I do think the 3 at the bottom are probably going to go down, but it'll be interesting to see.
For me, it's just the question around. I don't know if anyone saw Frank Lampard's recent comments after the 4-0 sort of thumping to Crystal Palace there, saying he said there's only so much you can do to try and psych a player up or whatever. Put a warm arm around the shoulder. What is it? Warm arm around the shoulder. There's only so much you can do. The players have to pull up their socks and do it themselves. He can't actually do this for them. He doesn't have a magic wand, he says. And I'm just wondering how detrimental will those comments be, because that's a bit of a gamble. You've come in there, you've meant to try and uplift this team. You haven't managed to do it exactly. You're living off the reputation that you have as a player, not necessarily as a manager. And now you're coming in there and you're trying to give these guys tough love in a place where confidence is incredibly fragile. You've going narrowly beating a Newcastle and then getting thumped over the weekend. By the way, I said they should get thumped over the weekend, but get thumped by playing 17-year-olds. They've got zero excuse now because they started their first team. Yep. Now you got to think, like, is Lampard really? Is he doing the right thing here? That's all I'm thinking.
I think, but look, if you look at it, you maybe Nick would also be the right one to answer. Got more experience in this thing, but the thing is, when like now, Cloudy, he's bottom of the league. You know, that's what I'm thinking. He's close to bottom of the league. Relegation is a quick turn. You know, a quick change of things there. And I mean, fair enough. Nick says they've got a bad run of games. The other teams also have a bad run of games, but I don't think it's the wrong thing as well, because he is, if you think about it, he is correct. You know, he can only do so much. Maybe he's tried it. You know, he's tried to go with these guys. He's tried. So now he's
Klopp inherited. Let me give you a perspective. Klopp inherited a bunch of average players. He made Saka perform above his socks, and he is the one who he literally got the most out of these guys. And as soon as it was ready to flog them, he did. And I don't think.
But Liverpool bottom of the log.
Liverpool were mid-table when he came in. They were struggling. They were up and down. He took a bunch
of but they were bottom of the log. That's what I'm saying.
No, but still, the thing is, you've got players. You can't come into a place and just tell these guys shit like that. You can't. I'm sorry. You can't be like, hey, guys, you suck. Get better. Like, not in today's football. Maybe when Mourinho was coaching.
Not at the bottom. Not at the bottom of the log.
Not at the bottom. The ego is so fragile. It's like dealing with a bunch of kids who, like, 1 minute you give them a sucker for doing well, then you take that sucker away. What's going to happen? They're going to cry. No?
Nah, look, I don't know, but
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
But
No,
he
that's fair.
said the truth, I don't know.
Let's move on to the other fixture that probably will get Wonga really excited. Aston Villa 0, Arsenal 1. What do you guys think about this result? I think Wonga's team is their game in hand. One of their games in hand. On the others, they've won it. The other game that they still have to play is against Chelsea. But what do you guys think, especially you, Wonga? You guys are sitting there in fourth.
Definitely, I think deserved win. Team played well, especially in the first half. Aston Villa were pretty tight. I mean, they had their opportunity. They had maybe, I think, one opportunity hit the post. I think that was probably the most dangerous time they had, is that opportunity when they hit the post. And I think they got another one just directly from that. But we kept it clean. And I think that was the most important thing in the game. And I think, if Aston Villa were, like I said before, we're going to be a tough one. And I'm just happy that our team, we won it, and there goes Saka again. He scored. I think him and Smith Rowe are now tie on goals. I think Saka has more assists than him. But I mean, it's looking at the team, I think now, what's his name, Arteta, I don't know why he did it, but I mean, you're winning. Started benching Smith Rowe. You don't know when the guy's whether he's going to start. I don't know about it, but Smith Rowe for me.
I'm surprised Jason's not typing this by XP Arena, but still, read his comment there.
As a congrats, fourth Wonga. Deserved. Yeah. Look, it's not over yet, but I think Arsenal can do it, and the way we're playing, I think everyone is probably confident that we'll do it. Man United, very, very inconsistent. I think anyone can see that. I think even Silas was worried whether they can actually hit a winning streak. And I think for Arsenal, I think that's the good thing. I mean, we lose and then we've come back with the win. And
is third possible,
I'm feeling confident. Huh?
Is third possible? They're talking about
third. They must just put Chelsea under administration. And then we'll be there.
What football on football terms? Because if you win your Wonga, you and Chelsea have played the same amount of games now, and one of the games that you guys need to play is against Chelsea. So that would mean that you're on 57 points and they're on 59, and that's a 2-point gap, and that leaves it quite tight then.
Yeah, and I did say before, I think now we are, if you think about we are chasing Chelsea. It won't be easy. Just like Liverpool are chasing Man City, it's you're gonna have to win all your games. That's what you're gonna have to try and aim for. And that's the tough thing. It's it's a Premier League. It's probably not possible. But I would really like that. That would be so nice. Finishing on top of Chelsea. That would be really great. From
being the worst team or second worst team in
from
London,
Everton's position
to being the best team in London, that would be quite nice. Leapfrogging Spurs, leapfrogging Chelsea, even. Wow.
Selo, if that happens, whatever Wonga does on the Thursday for his pre-match Mutu, we're going to have to bottle that up and then sell it from a goal launch perspective, because then I don't know what he's doing, but it seems to be working.
But the funny thing is, in this game, like the guys, I heard many Aston Villa fans, not even fans, the player himself, what's his name, Ashley Young, was saying, this guy's celebrating like they won the league. Then I'm like, dude, what are you saying? Just because you have something to celebrate, what is he doing? And then Stevie G, Steven Gerrard. Apparently the fans are like,
I think this is it. Eh?
Wonga rants. Here we go.
Listen.
Wonga, before you go explain it. Explain what this is.
I think this is it, guys. So every Tuesday night, with a new segment where Wonga rants about what happened on the weekend, something that happened on the weekend that irritated him. And this is the one that's irritated him. I knew there was going to be something he was going to say, and this is it. He's irritated by Ashley Young. What did Ashley Young say, Wonga?
No, but seriously, the guy says, and it was who's the previous game we played? He said, I can't remember the previous guy, but he said that Arsenal celebrated like we won the league. Yeah, even I think it was Neves for Wolves said the same thing. These guys, and look where Wolves are. They're 8th. They're far from us. They more like 8. What is it? 8 points. Yeah, but they're far. They're gone. They're behind us. And those guys are saying we're celebrating like we're in the league. My man, you can't touch where we are. And you telling us, you complaining about what we're celebrating about. What logic is that? Funny thing is, a Bangladesh said the same thing. And I just saw this clip. My cousin showed me. I can't remember that TV show. It's another podcast. But this lady comes out, she's an Arsenal supporter, and she pulls a clip of a Bangladesh. Saying that, oh, Stevie he's like, no, us Aston Villa fans, we like Steven Gerrard. You see, look at him. He celebrates every win like he's won the league or he's won a cup, And then he goes in the same setting. He goes and he says, Arsenal celebrated like they won the league, and he looks and he frowns upon that. Do you see the logic of some people?
Contradictory.
But did you see his post-match interview afterwards? The commentator asked him Steven Gerrard. No, Steven Gerrard.
Oh.
They interviewed Steven Gerrard after the game, and the guy, he explains like why they lost 1-0, where Arsenal were better than Aston Villa, and then the commentator asked him something stupid by saying something stupid. Yeah, you lost 1-0. Do you think you performed well? He literally turns around. He's like, I literally just explained to you why we didn't win the game. I actually thought you'd ask better questions. He literally told the commentator that. The commentator was like, oh, sorry. Yeah, no, you fair point.
That's wild.
Check it out. If you have any time, go check that out.
No, I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah.
But Wonga, so you confident on finishing the top 4?
No, I'm confident. Chicks that being compared to Wolves. But that's what I'm saying. We can't compare to them. That's what I'm trying to say, Sam. We can't compare to them. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know why were they complaining about us celebrating. I mean, they're celebrating an 8th spot. We're far from them. I mean, why do you think we're celebrating? They don't know these places. They don't know these places.
This topic always comes up in terms of how teams celebrate. Some people saying that teams are celebrating excessively as if they've won the league, or a team of a certain stature shouldn't be celebrating in a certain way. And I feel players should just celebrate the way they want to celebrate. They're happy, jump up and down, run into the crowd, whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? I think it's football, guys. There's a lot of emotion involved.
Exactly.
And Arsenal are fighting for the top 4. They haven't been in the top 4. I don't know if it's the last time Arsenal was in the top 4, but they're fighting for the top 4, and let them celebrate the way they want to celebrate. But yeah, let's jump on to the other fixtures that happened on the weekend, which was the FA Cup. Let's start off with Middlesbrough versus Chelsea. It was a regulation victory for Chelsea, I think. What do you guys think of the result? I don't know if you watched the game or the highlights.
Lukaku finally scored.
Hey, finally. So wish that we won't get Musa to dye his hair blonde, right? Because definitely 20 goals is far away right now.
Yeah, but Chelsea also looks like they're gunning for obviously cups. I mean, the team they started, and obviously, I mean, Middlesbrough pulled surprise wins. I think they past 2 matches. So I think Chelsea were very, very prepared for this game. And I don't think, but it was, like you said, it was mandatory, regular, routine.
What's Sam saying? Sam. Ah, man. Yeah, Sam. 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 It's okay, guys. We won't talk about it for a while, man. Let's see what happens in the last 5 games of the season, and let's see. Wonga could pull a Leicester, but yeah. So that was a mandatory a regulation victory for Chelsea, Ziyech and Lukaku, the goal scorers. But just in terms of, as you said, Wonga, I think that Chelsea are gunning for the FA Cup and the Champions League. Those are the 2 trophies that they're still participating in, where they still have a chance to win, and they wouldn't have been happy to lose the final of the Carabao Cup. What do you think, Nick? Do you think Chelsea can go all the way to the FA Cup?
I think Chelsea, in my opinion, are going to go for both the Cup and Champions League. I think the league it's sort of solidified. I think they're going to want to make sure that they do finish in 3rd spot. But they've probably got the easier the easier semi-final, playing at Palace. It's not a given, but it is probably the easier route to the final. And you might find another Liverpool-Chelsea final for the FA Cup. But yeah, it will be interesting to see Chelsea when they get in this sort of routine of winning game after game. They are quite hard to stop. But they don't really have much more to play for in the league, so why not just have a full go at the cup competitions?
And what's been interesting for me with Chelsea is that after Roman Abramovich was sanctioned, I think they've won all their games. They've won all their games after Abramovich has been sanctioned.
I mean, Newcastle were playing them soon, and soon after that, and I thought he has an opportunity. They're going to have less fans in the stadium. There's an opportunity to sort of seek something, but they've just gone on an incredible run. So it'll be interesting. Yeah. It'll be interesting. I see that the FA are trying to work with the government to try and get the Wembley full for their game against Crystal Palace. Somehow they want to sell tickets to Chelsea fans. So I don't know how.
Sorry, Nick. Sorry to interrupt you there, but just to the guys playing behind you, they've got some highlights of themselves straight from Goalloungetv. I saw the bottom save there, bottom corner. Hey, yeah.
Oh, I think you made a good save. But a good save. I didn't see that. I didn't see it. Oh no, Claudius, that's why you're quiet. You're busy watching the game behind Nick.
Nick probably thinks I'm concentrating on what he's saying. Meanwhile, I'm watching live football.
You're busy watching live football behind him. Crazy. But yeah, I think that's quite interesting. That the fact that they wanna get the stadium full in some way or form. But they could probably sell that to maybe the season ticket holders of Chelsea to try and get. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, they get 40,000, like 45,000 tickets. So
that's a lot. That's a lot.
The problem is they haven't sold any tickets for the semi-final. So when you get a season ticket, it doesn't entitle you to away games. It might entitle you to cup games like semi-finals and finals, but I don't think you actually purchase. You got to purchase them. You get like the first choice.
First right. That makes sense. That makes sense. No.
Yeah,
that's cool. And then the next,
cheers, bro. Speak to you later. Sorry, just saying goodbye to some peeps.
Hey guys, it's tough when you're the owner of an arena, man. Everyone just wants to say bye. Hey man, cheers, man. Thanks for a great evening.
But now, there was something interesting about the Liverpool Man City semi-final. There's no trains that weekend to London. There's no trains in general on that route. And there's an uproar from both City and Liverpool fans saying, how the hell are we supposed to get there? And there was calls for the semi-finals to be taken back to a neutral venue, like they used to have it back in the day. And I'm all for that. Like, why take all the fans to Wembley when, you could just be playing at Old Trafford, for example, which is around the corner for everyone. Saves the fans money, but it's all that. But the discussion that was had was, the FA don't make money then. The FA want to make money. So, also Wembley is a bigger stadium than any stadium in the league. So it will be a tough one. But you probably will have a full stadium, but it is inconvenience in the fans specifically for that weekend game over Easter.
No trains.
It is funny how that fact is kind of like Wembley used to be a special place to go to. You only went there if you made the final.
But now
just whenever they get a chance to make money, come to Wembley.
Yeah. No, but guys, I think for a team like Crystal Palace, guys, isn't it special the fact that they made the semi-finals, or should they just wait for themselves to make the final? I think it adds something for.
There's also something special though going to a neutral venue. Like I don't know if you ever watched those highlights of those games. It was like you would meet at Villa Park and like. If all the fans are separate, and it is something special. That I think that gave a little bit of edge to the FA Cup. But yeah, it's another day out. If Newcastle got to a semi-final, I'd be excited to go to Wembley. Granted, I mean we haven't been to Wembley since.
Exactly.
I don't think we've been to the new Wembley. We've only been to Cardiff. We got to a couple of semi-finals in the 2000s. So that's it. Yeah.
No, cool. Yeah, the next fixture is Palace 4-0 against Everton. Wonga, we predicted this. We said there'll be goals galore from Palace because, guys, let's be honest, guys. Guys, like Everton have no right to be in the FA Cup. They are weak team. But they managed to beat Newcastle somehow. But yeah, Palace was all over.
Hey, slight dig at the Magpies there. I can hear.
No, Palace were all over them. 2 goals in the first half, 2 goals in the second half. Probably Palace should have scored some more goals as well. What do you think there, Claudio?
Yeah, I think I think all we need to be talking about is Crystal Palace and forget about Everton, because let's look at Vieira. If he wins the FA Cup, surely he's the next Arsenal manager. That's just the rite of passage, I think.
What? Whoa.
Hey, come on.
you
Win the FA Cup, you become the Arsenal manager. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes.
No ways. Arteta already won that cup already. Arteta entered and took it.
Yeah, but he was with a better team. Obviously, he's going to win it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Crystal
but I
Palace. You win the FA Cup with Crystal Palace. You got a 10-year contract on the table by Arsenal. Surely.
Yeah, surely it's
No
there.
ways,
It's
guys.
there. With the lesser players. Come on, man. There's some good players that
We'll do a Sundowns thing. You have him as
guys,
we'll have two coaches.
There's three Palace players have made the England squad.
Which is
Conor
credits
Gallagher-
again to the manager. Credit to
credit to the
Vieira.
manager. Conor Gallagher, Mark Gay, and then Tyrone Mitchell. Obviously, I think the Gallagher's from Chelsea on loan, and this Mark Gay guy was on loan as well at I think he was at loan in the Championship last season, and then now he's been bought into the Premier League, and it was from Chelsea. It's a Chelsea product, so I think they've done very well. I think that guys. Vieira, guys. I told you guys beginning of the season, guys, put some trust in Vieira, guys. I just had a feeling. That he's, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just had a feeling.
And you know what's interesting about him is if you look at it, I was obviously criticizing Frank Lampard's comments that he had on the weekend. But when you're looking at the two, Vieira's a hard man. We know he was a hard player, but he seems to have that approach where he's able to get the best out of these players, and he's got that soft angle but he's still got the undertone of being that player that he was, which the players can respect. So I think in that perspective, I'm being serious. I think in that perspective, he's got an edge on him. And I think going to Crystal Palace, getting the results he's getting, I mean, Lampard couldn't do that. I'm sorry. That's just me. I don't think he could do that.
I wasn't laughing at you, Claudia. I was laughing when you said he's a hard man. I was laughing at an incident that I once. It's quite rogue. Apparently, I can't remember exactly what was going around or on about it, but it was in the change room. Nanalka did something, and then Vieira whipped out his dick and hit him on the head with it.
You see now,
What stories are these?
I was just going to Google it, but I heard it is a long time ago.
When the FA Cup, then what? Then what? They're going to get slapped.
No, but Wonga. Come on, Wonga.
I'll go verify this story.
Facts,
but I remember hearing that from I think it was Nicholas Anelka, but I'll double check it with you guys and I'll put it in the Discord too, just to get the details right. But that's how I was chuckling.
Because he's a hard man. Wonga.
Yeah, because he's a hard man. Then I was like, yeah, he was rogue. He was rogue from what I heard. Rogue.
And then the next game, guys, before Wonga goes even more rogue, is the Southampton versus Man City game.
It's a real shocker. This one is a shocker. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised by this result.
That was 1-1. It was 1-1 at halftime. So the Saints were still in it. The Saints drew against City the last time they played in the Premier League. So they've done quite well against City this season. But yeah, it was a mandatory win. I think them scoring the last 2 goals in the last 15 or so minutes just kind of sealed the win for them. But what do you think of the performance, Claudio? Sterling got a goal. The goal from Foden was amazing. I think even their reserve keeper did well, Zach Steffen. What do you think of the performance?
I think Nick's distracted there. He's busy. So I think Nick needs to weigh in here. I think he's getting caught up in everything. We're forgetting that he's on the show today.
I'm just making sure people pay me, bro. I see guys walking out the door there. I'm saying, hey, you must quickly pay. No, I was actually going to ask a question. Does City need a striker? Like, imagine they had a striker like Oaks.
They do need one. No, they need one. They do. I think
they need one, but they still banging it though. Like, imagine they had a striker.
Okay, let's say this, but let's say this. Let's see how the season unfolds. What the sort of result is, and what they walk away with. If obviously they still up for 3 trophies. If they get that, then I mean, there's no argument here. But at the end of the day, if they come short, that's probably where the difference is going to be.
That might be the difference. Yeah, that might be the difference. What do you think, Silo?
I think they need a striker, guys. This season, They are not the leading goal scorers in the Premier League this season. They drew against a Palace 1-1, I think, or 0-0, and then they lost to Palace, and they drew against the Southampton. I think they definitely do need a striker. It'll just give them that extra bit to take them to be the best, because right now we're not saying that they're the best outright. We are saying them and Liverpool are the best two teams. So I think for them to be the outright best team in the league and dominant, they're not even the leading goal scorers in the Premier League. They've only scored 68 goals. Liverpool has scored 75 goals. So I think they do need a striker, and lethal one like a Erling Haaland. And I think then, guys, then they should be winning a quadruple or a treble next season.
Yeah.
Wonga, your thoughts? Wonga, what do you think?
No, I agree with you. I think they definitely need a striker. If they want to cement the obviously their titles. But I mean, now it's going to be. I mean, they can't get a striker now. And I mean, obviously, what you're assuming for is next season.
Wonga's looking at who's available.
Wonga's looking at his who's available, guys.
Who's the free agent who can sign right now?
Wonga's looking at his notes. Wonga's looking at his notes, his stat sheets. Like, how can they get you?
He wasn't. You know what Wonga's doing? Wonga's getting ready to send them a mail saying, "Hey, XP Arena's got 3 or 4 strikers here. Come here, free agents. Come look there." Is that what you're doing, Wonga? You're looking on the database there.
No.
Guys, just to let you know, the president was speaking now, guys. Masks no longer required outdoors. So, Nick, anyone wearing a mask there at XP Arena, tell them to take it off. It's not needed anymore. Take it off. It's not needed anymore. Masks are only needed. Masks are only needed. I only needed indoors. I only needed indoors. Yeah.
Indoors. Okay.
Yeah. Outdoors, take them off. Tell them to take it off. And
so when I go to the shop, I have to still go with the mask there. Hey, yeah.
Because you're outdoor, indoor. Yeah, you see.
Come on, Nick. I know you got an outdoor indoor facility, and that's confusing you, Chief. But indoors, indoor, outdoor. Huh?
Thanks, Claudio. Thanks for the clarification, bro.
but that's all good. Let's
go.
Take
their masks off. Tell everyone to take their masks off.
Let's go to
everyone.
Let's go
off. The president just spoke.
Let's go to Claudio's.
Take it off.
Claudio's fixture.
Scraped through.
Forrest.
Routine.
Forrest had.
Sure.
Wait, guys. Can I start? Can I start?
Yes,
can I start on the analysis of the game, please? Can I please start on the analysis of the game, please, guys? Because from what I saw, I didn't watch the game. I watched the highlights, right? And what I saw is that it wasn't an easy victory for Liverpool, and
it was routine.
And their goal was dubious. Their goal was dubious. I think
VAR said it was onside. Why was it dubious?
I think they drew.
If VAR says onside, is it how's it dubious?
Listen, Claudio. They drew that line that you draw. That you like to draw. That's that Tatazella's the other day, and then it doesn't. It does like and then it allows Jota to be onside. They drew that line, and that's how the goal was allowed. Wasn't it offside, Wonga? Nick, wasn't it offside?
I never saw it. No,
I didn't watch the game. But I heard about a right back that
bring it on screen there.
Interested in from Forrest.
Holy shit! I didn't know that. But he impressed me. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching him play, and for some reason he caught my eye.
Yeah, and he's actually owned by Borough, Middlesbrough, and he's on loan to Forrest, which is strange because they're in the same sort of bracket vying for playoff spots. So I don't know how they're strengthening or why they're strengthening an opposition team. But from what I understand, there's a couple of Premier League teams interested in his services. 21 years old, right back, can play left back as well.
He's very quick. He reads the game well. He intercepts well. He had a great game against. He was one of the better players for Nottingham Forest, and they mentioned that. Yep.
So Claudio, what did you think of the centre mid that was playing for Forest? His name is James Garner.
No, the one that caught my eye was right back, to be honest.
Okay,
but yeah.
I'm just asking.
No,
look. Ryan is saying VAR is like the SA government, guys.
Masks inside. No
non-existent. They're there. VAR is there.
They're there, but they don't do anything. You know what I mean? So, but VAR closed the eyes, guys. I think it was a dubious offside. But listen, sometimes you get the rub of the green. The line gets drawn, funny. Maybe it's because also it was a Forest crowd, so even the technology is not advanced. Maybe we got the first version of VAR at the grounds. You know what I mean? So
yeah, maybe they were understaffed on the day. Who knows? But the question, like the thing is, based on what Sam is saying, Forrest has crazy fans. I don't know. I was looking at that stadium, and you can see that stadium is proper heritage. And listening to those fans, you're just thinking to yourself, if this side make it to the Premier League, that's going to be worth. It's going to be a great addition to the overall brand equity if they manage to get that right. Because what a sort of asset. It was great to watch it, and there's a good reason why Selo said it was going to be a tricky game for Liverpool, and that's exactly why. The fans are behind them. They're on a good run. From a Liverpool perspective, at the end of the day, Sido's going to say what he has to say, and that's fair play to him. But, I mean, Liverpool, we rotated players. They all got a bit of game time. I think the ones that impressed were Joe Gomez at right back. Obviously, looked a bit rusty, wasn't as natural at right back. Someone who fell short, though, was Chamberlain. Chamberlain came off again, frustrated. I think his time at Liverpool is officially up. I don't think he's going to get sold in the summer. But yeah, the players came on. Klopp made 4 changes in one go. I don't know if anyone saw that or picked it up, but came second half. He decided to bring
Wonga,
on take off.
Wonga, would you take the Ox back?
Who's that?
Okay. That's fair. Who is that? I don't know who that is.
Oh, but Wonga, I blame Arsenal for feeding that ox not the good stuff. So we had to give him do the Messi sort of thing at Barcelona, give him all this sort of, I don't know, serotonin and extra sort of meat and protein just to kind of beef him up a little bit. And now you can get him second grade. We'll sell him to you for 5 million more. How about that? Second grade ox. Come on.
No.
He's stronger.
The guy
left fast. For it.
Left quick. That's fine. We moved on. You can see us moving on here.
The problem with Oxlade-Chamberlain is not a bad player, but he's not a great player in anything. He's a good squad player, and unfortunately for him, he sees himself as a number 10, so he wants to play as a number 10.
He's never going to start there.
He's not good enough. He's not good enough for there, and that's the problem. You're right. I mean, look. I mean, some people just use their heads. I mean, he was dangerous down the wing. But I think he always wanted the thing of him playing in the midfield. I don't know why these people think.
Right says he laughs, laughing emojis, and says, "Who's that?" And then Sam says, "That's the top 4 speaking laughing emojis." Wonga. Wonga's got that. I told you guys, Wonga's got that Nick Stothard Newcastle confidence.
Winning confidence.
Running confidence. Like Nick had this ultra confidence when he was bought by the Saudis, and then Wonga's got this confidence since he's been like hovering around the top 4, like being number 5 with the games in hand, and he's like, I'm coming for it. I got it. Get out of my way type of thing. He even had confidence that he was going to beat Liverpool, and I don't know where he got that confidence from, but he still had that confidence, you know what I mean? So which is good, because you go into a game actually believing your side is actually going to do the business. But let's just talk about the semis. The semis were announced as Liverpool versus City, and then Palace versus Chelsea. So who's going to be in the final, guys?
Oof. It's tricky.
City, and who else?
I'll say City, Chelsea.
Yeah, City, Chelsea.
I think.
Yo, you guys didn't even flinch. That was yeah. No, there wasn't even a nick off the side or an edge. That was a proper slog for a 6. You're like,
I think Claudio, if you had to choose right now, you would take the league and Champions League and give up the FA Cup in a heartbeat.
True story.
And I think that game is wedged in between a bit of a sort of a tricky run of games. So I would see you maybe slip up. I'm not saying you're going to get smashed. I think maybe City might just have too much on the night or on the day. And then I think Chelsea will have too much for Paddy Vieira.
So, Claudia, what do you think? I think obviously you're going to say Liverpool versus someone out of Liverpool in the final.
He's going to say Liverpool Palace.
Look, I did say Liverpool winning a treble, so maybe to next point, this is the one they drop. But it's going to be an interesting one because they play the league fixture before this. So I think that league fixture is going to be a huge sort of factor as to what happens in this game. So Liverpool they get the result away from home. Confidence goes. They might even rest 1 or 2 players for the FA Cup. But, and it depends. Man City might slog them at home and then come back for more. So to next points, I can see that happening. I can say, okay, Liverpool will concede the defeat there. So, you know what, just to stick to my prediction. I mean, my Liverpool fan will always say Liverpool will make it to the final, but to stick to my prediction, I'm going to say a City Palace final.
And Pep, the funny thing is, with Pep, I don't think this has been, it's not, this sort of situation is not foreign to Pep. I think he's been in this, I don't know if it's definitely before, but I don't know if even before that, because I think when they played Chelsea in the final, I think they did play them in the league and something else. It wasn't the first time, I mean, within that same week. I think they had to play Chelsea and then play them in the final before they lost in that final. So it's not going to be an unfamiliar situation for
semi-final.
Yeah, or the semi.
Yeah, because the Chelsea played Leicester in the final.
Yeah, then they went to go play, but then after they played the semi, then they went to go play the final in the. Yeah, but I mean final of the Champions League. Yeah.
Okay, no, I see what you mean. Yeah, but it'll be interesting. I think it'll be a Man City Chelsea final. I would like Paddy Vieira to get into the final, but I think it'll be a City Chelsea final. I think all of us agree that City will beat Liverpool in the semi-final.
Not Jason.
Oh, okay. Jason says Liverpool versus Chelsea, round 2.
Yeah,
okay,
that's a bias.
Okay, nice
Jason's believing in the quadruple. He's believing in the.
That's a bias there.
Also, but let's play this out though, Cyril. Let's play this out. Say Liverpool beat them away from home.
B2.
Realistic. Beat Man City. They beat Man City in the league. You would imagine that confidence would carry through to the FA Cup game, which is this game, right? 100%. And then you would like to think that they've then got the momentum for the league, they got the confidence for the FA Cup, and they got the confidence for the Champions League. It's a lot to be done, but you'd like to think that that's what the momentum would do for a side like Liverpool.
Yeah, that's what logically should happen. But let's see. Football is a funny game, and yeah, I think sometimes as well teams lose a game and then they want revenge and then they win that other game. So, for instance, if Liverpool wins that game, then City could want revenge and beat them in the FA Cup, or the other way, City wins the league game, Liverpool wants revenge and beats them in the FA Cup. You know what I mean? So it can happen both ways. It can happen that that the momentum, Man City wins both, Liverpool wins both. You know, it can happen either way. We can have a draw in the league and then one of them wins the FA Cup game. You know, so there's a lot to be played.
And there's VAR.
And there's VAR.
And there's VAR.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, guys,
remember that one? The Liverpool decided by 60 centimeters. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, right now we're in an international break. I think the most interesting games in the international break are the games in Africa, where we are going to be finding out which are the 5 African teams that are going to be representing Africa at the World Cup. The other in Europe right now, I think there's also interesting European games where Portugal is fighting for its life. So Claudio, if you guys wonder if Claudio gets into hospital for anything, it might that his heart might have been beating a bit quickly or something, because he's a bit nervous about Portugal's chances of making the World Cup, guys, because they have to play against, remind us, Claudio, they have to play against, are they still playing the first game against, are they playing Lewandowski? They're playing Poland, and then they have
they're playing Turkey tomorrow.
They're playing Turkey. Oh, yes, no, that's the qualifier. If they beat Turkey, then if they beat Turkey,
my heart's already saying it's a friendly in my mind, because Portugal have been down this route so many times before. The last gasp for the qualification.
They play Turkey, and then if they beat Turkey, then they have to play against Italy if Italy wins their game as well, which is quite interesting. So this World Cup, we will not have Italy or Portugal, guys. So let's say all things equal.
You're not going to have both.
We would have both, yeah. We would have both. So all things equal, guys, if Portugal and Italy win their respective games and then they have to play against each other, who do you think will qualify, guys, between Portugal and Italy? Who do you think will qualify?
Ronaldo will have something to say. He wants to go to a World Cup again.
I think Portugal will do it.
I think revenge for me, I'd love Italy to go out, be the European champions and not be at the World Cup. That would be brilliant.
Claudio, what do you think?
Yeah, I think for me, Portugal find themselves in a very interesting situation. It's the first time in a long time they've got a lot of Portuguese players applying their trade in the world's top divisions. So the problem is Portugal have a lot of players to choose from, but the issue is down to the manager, who is your Sam Allardyce-esque, Steve Bruce sort of esque.
There's a lot of players out. There's a lot of players out, apparently, eh?
There are players
Nelson-
out, but I mean,
Nelson-
they got so much talent, bro. Like even if they play their
Semedo's
second,
out, Cancelo's out, Ruben Dias is out, or you can say
take
the
the
names
Pope
properly, man.
Semedo's out. I'm glad Semedo's not there.
Let's say the names properly. You say the names properly. Nelson. I don't know how to say Semedo in Portuguese.
No, it's fine. Keep going.
Nelson Semedo, Ruben Dias, João Cancelo. Who else is out? I think Rui Patricio's out. And then
Goalkeeper, but it's fine. The man doing the thing at Wolves, I think he should be number 1 anyway. But this is what I'm saying: is Portugal have the talent. So they, in the first time ever, I think they spoiled for riches. It just comes down to the dinosaur managing the side and whether or not he gets right. And he's very dogmatic. He likes setting up a tight sort of defense, and he also likes playing the dinosaurs. So he looks for fossils. The fossil looks for other fossils to put in the side. So it's an interesting sort of dilemma to have. Look, Ryan
look
Paul
at Jason. Look at what Jason's saying there. Nick, you look like you're about to commentate the five-a-side game. Yeah, it's supposed to say, good evening, everyone. I'm live here and
I've got Benny's 11 versus Goosh FC on field 1. It's looking trickier. Richard Farson stepping in for Benny's 11, so we'll see what happens.
No, we might have to do that someday. One of the days we do a show there, we all go there, we do it live while we're commentating again. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, that'll be epic. And okay, Ryan says that Italy are going to go through. I agree with Ryan. I think Italy will be the team that goes through. Forza Azzurri, they will be the ones in the World Cup, and Portugal will be the one at home, and Claudia will be watching like all of us. Just final thoughts, everyone.
It's good to host or be on the show with you guys live from the arena. So yeah, good to be here live in the flesh, and yeah, hope to have you guys here soon and everyone else watching.
What do you mean? Don't hope. Just set the dates and organize the team build. Then there's no hoping. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about everyone else that's watching, bro. I can't force him to come.
No, you can.
It's a free
You
will,
can say, Ryan, if you want your goal line shirt, you meet us at XP Arena.
Get down, bro. Get down.
That's fair. Well, yeah, Claudia and Nick will organize it, and then guys, let's meet up there. Let's have a drink. Let's have some fun. Bring your boots as well. Let's run around. Let's see who can actually back it up on the field. You know what I mean? People like to talk. Let's see what they can do in the field, guys. But Wonga, what your final thoughts?
The only thing I'm trying to think about is how Pickford remains number 1 for England.
Oh wow! Are you saying Ramsdale should be number 1? Wow!
Look, guys,
That is growth right there.
That is growth, guys. I'm not being a fan to say he should be number 1 for England. Wow.
Okay, but even let's look. Ramsdale deserves it, right? But even if it wasn't Ramsdale, how the hell does Pickford get to be England's number 1? What the heck? No ways. I don't know. I mean, for me, I think that's for me the biggest. I can't understand it. What I don't know what else Ramsdale must do to get selected. To be honest with you, gee whiz! If he doesn't make it now, I think he must go to sleep. Forget it. But anyways, yeah.
Claudio, your final thoughts?
I'm gonna say what I've been saying for the last couple of weeks. At least 3 trophies, gentlemen. At least 3 trophies. That's it.
Hey.
Oh wow.
Okay. You won.
Crystal Palace gonna end it.
You're a third of the way there, bro.
Benfica's gonna discipline you. Hey, bro.
Wonga, you can't talk, bro. You're not playing any European football, so don't
hey, this year.
Exit the conversation. Exit the conversation.
Next
Wonga.
year, we play.
Wonga was removed from the group.
No, but guys, thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. Thanks for everyone who tuned in the comments. Thanks to Ryan, to Sam, to Jason. Thanks a lot, guys. Remember, subscribe, like, share with your family, share with your sister, your brother, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever, guys. Share
Join that Discord channel.
Join the Discord channel, guys. The link is in the comment section. Join the Discord channel. Let's throw some banter in the Discord channel and build the community. And let's go to XP Arena sometime and have a drink together. Just to end of the show, guys. You know how we ended on a Tuesday night. If you don't know what to be
cool.
Be cool.